a lot of the stuff that I do try to create a narrative. In prior shows, I used to do that with just like, the narrative would be contained within one piece. And for this show, I thought it would be fun to have a show that is actually, the entire show is one story. I wanted the whole thing to feel almost as if you walked into a book and you were just following the pages. It's not a very complex story. I wanted it to be kind of very open-ended and just give people enough, be open-ended enough so people can fill in the gaps with their own imagination instead of just giving them all the answers. So I just wanted to kind of show the facts, which is what one of the panels says. You know, these are the facts about Rupert Xavier, and this is who he is as a character. Now, it's up to you to kind of imagine what this sort of a character would do, which is the kind of thing that we do with anybody that we meet. You, in your head, you kind of imagine the character of this person, and you kind of try to figure out who this person is. So that's kind of the basic concept behind the show. I also try to make everything that I do like funny. I like to make people laugh, but not funny in a sense like, yeah, this is like hilarious, but just kind of just enough funny, like kind of very dry sort of humor. I usually just draw a bunch of characters or situations, and I try to figure out like, okay, I've just drawn this character 10 times in my sketchbook. Why is he here? Who is he? What does he do? You know, and that's kind of the story of Sir Rupert as well. He was a character that was in my sketchbook, and he did certain things that kind of led me to like create him as a sort of a adventurer of the inner world kind of guy. So that's the process, I guess. I mean, I would do 10 drawings and then move to wood burnings or do something sculptural. But I would say drawings, wood burnings, and like little sculptural pieces I like them all equally. Maybe wood burnings, just because it's a longer process and you have to be really careful, and it's almost kind of therapeutic to just sit, be quiet, and like just carefully wood burn and try to not to make a mistake. So I love the spontaneity of it. I love the surprises. And I love being able to modify the shades just by how much I press on the wood and how long I hold the tool over the wood. It takes a little bit longer, obviously, than drawing and sculptural stuff, but it's fun. I'm not a full-time artist. I'm not somebody that draws. It's not my livelihood, so my life doesn't depend on it. So I draw only when I feel like I want to entertain myself, or I want to spend 3 hours just like making fun of things. The paper and the pen just gives me that option to do that. So everything that I do, I try to entertain myself first, hoping that everybody else will be entertained by it as well. To answer your question, I don't know what's next. I don't know. It's a surprise for me as well as for everyone else.